One more wholesome, comforting hot pot for you before entering spring, which is called Oden in Japanese. Let's begin by making a secret sauce. To a pot, add mirin. Mirin is a sweetened rice wine. By the way, we created a free basic Japanese ingredients list, including flavor profile, recipe link, shop link to help you start Japanese cooking. The link is in the description box. Bring it to a boil, then lower the heat. Continue to burn off the alcohol for 30 seconds or so. If it's too long, it will start to burn at the bottom, so be careful. Then add soy sauce followed by bonito flakes. Once it comes to a boil, off the heat. Let it cool down at room temperature. As it cools down, the umami taste will continue to seep out from the bonito flakes and all the complex flavor will marry together. Once it's cooled, strain. Let the sauce drop out as much as possible. The sauce is called banno sauce, which means all-purpose flour, not the flour, all-purpose seasoning for a variety of Japanese popular dishes. So for example, if you dilute it with water, it will be soba noodle dipping sauce. You can add it to the egg omelette. You can make teriyaki tofu with this one banno sauce. If you need a recipe video of how to utilize this banno sauce, let me know in the comment section. Keep it in the fridge and it will last up to 3 weeks. Also, this leftover bonito flakes is basically a umami bomb, so don't toss it away. You can top it on the rice along with a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Toss it with your favorite salad. It's pretty savory and salty, so you only need a small amount for each time. Next, moving on to the ingredients for oden. We have daikon radishes. Mine is about 3-inch diameter, cut into 1 inch thick. You can remove the skin if you want, but I'll keep it intact for more flavor and nutrition. Here's a little tip. We make a cross on the surface. This will help daikon radish to absorb more sauce and speed up the cooking process. You want to score on one side about a third of its thickness. For leeks, chop into 5 cm pieces of length. Remove the eye of the potato and peel the skin. Pick the one that is relatively small and hold the shape well when it's cooked. Then to the clay pot, add sauce and water. If you have a time, I highly recommend to soak the kombu in water for 30 minutes just to give it an even more umami taste, then mix with banno sauce. In goes daikon radish, potato, and leeks. By the way, I will try to come up with a vegan version of banno sauce. I experimented it a couple of times, but I haven't nailed it, sorry. Make sure to subscribe to the mailing list so that you won't miss the recipes. The link is in the description box. Bring it to the stove and start cooking on high. Once it comes to a boil, lower the heat. Cover with the lid and simmer it for 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Just a heads up, root vegetable like daikon radish and potatoes are better to be cooked from cool temperature. In a way, it'll heat up gradually, resulting in root vegetable to be evenly cooked on both its core and surface. In the meantime, we have plenty of time to work on the ingredients. Oden is a very popular hot pot in Japan. In fact, we have oden in convenience store in winter time. The very popular ingredients of oden are daikon radish, boiled eggs, konnyaku, and fish cakes. They're also good, but if you know me, I'm a creature of habit of adding colors to any dishes, so we're gonna be creative on ingredients. The first one is shiitake mushrooms. Just remove the stem, no need to wash to keep the aroma. Then I have a broccoli. This is a bit of an experiment. Let's see how it comes out in oden. Keep it in a bigger chunk because we don't want the broccoli to be too soft. For cherry tomatoes, score the skin and blanch them in hot water for a few seconds. Transfer to the ice bath and peel the skin. Tomatoes are full of umami taste, so when it's combined with another umami-packed sauce, it might be even better. For the protein source, we have a gammodoki and atsuage. Atsuage is a thick fried tofu which is great for hot pot since it won't break apart. Gammodoki is another fried tofu but it's mixed in vegetable and seaweed. Konnyaku is a low-calorie food made of yams that are high in fiber. It has a squishy texture. To remove the distinctive earthy smell, you want to blanch it for 2 to 3 minutes. This konnyaku makes your oden substantial and gives a fun texture. For fried tofu, remove the excess oil by patting with the paper towels. Place a single chopstick over the fried tofu, then roll around from one side to the other by pressing. Cut the tofu in half and put your finger into the cut to open the tofu carefully. I wanted to make something that kids would love using this fried tofu, but I failed. Let me share my struggle.
OK もう1個あるからあったらもう一回やってくれるこれさ卵がさちょっと大きい卵だと溢れ返っちゃう
なんでこれやろうと思った
なんか可愛いかな
破れるね
だってさパンパンだもんこれ入ってくれあほら
Finally, the last ingredient, we have hanpen. It's a type of fish cake with a fluffy, airy texture. Fish cake will add an additional savory umami taste to the soup, so I highly recommend adding your favorite fish cake to your oden.
Whoa!
Let's check on the clay pot. Daikon is cooked but still firm. You don't want to overcook at this point because it's gonna break apart as we continue to cook the rest of the ingredients. Add the rest of the ingredients except for tomato and broccoli. Then cook it for another 10 minutes with the lid on. I'm adding broccoli by mistake here. It ends up too mushy, so I highly recommend adding them very at the end. In a way, your broccoli will still maintain the crunch, but will soak up the soup. I just shared you many variety of ingredients for oden, but don't get overwhelmed. Oden is extremely forgiving, so you can put whatever that you want. It could be all vegetables. You can swap potatoes for sweet potatoes, add cabbage in replace of broccoli. Be creative and enjoy your own oden. Make sure to tag me on Instagram. It's always rewarding to see your creations in your own kitchen. Before telling you my family's favorite ingredients, I wanna tell you 3 tips. So number 1, the soup is a bit on the savory and salty side, especially if you are adding fish cakes. So please feel free to add more water or vegetable to your liking. Another thing is that if you can wait for 30 minutes before serving, that would be ideal. Let the ingredients soak even more soup. The luxurious time will take your oden to the next level. The last one is that the Japanese mustard is a must-have in my opinion. The exact measurement and tips are on my blog. With that being said, let me share my family's favorite ingredients.
一番美味しかった
はい
はい何ですか
そうですね
そうですね何ですか
これかなこれが一番美味しかった
さつま揚げねそれねあそれあそうなんだ2人ともそれは
そうですね
はい
これかな
がんもどきあーいいね
これはそう
3位は3位は
僕はこれが何よ
はんぺんね
3位は
みんな練り物系が好きだね
3位はこれかな
大根わーいいねママは一番大根かな
じゃがいもかな
あじゃがいもも美味しいねこの子食べていますどうだろうこれなんか割ってみるさてどうなんで感じなんでしょうか油揚げがさ分厚すぎていかないあでもほら見て卵出てきた美味しいんじゃないどう
どれ食べてみる
ほら
食べてみる
食べてみる
食べたい
食べてみようはいせーのどうどうグーこれ何位これ何位1位